What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you guys another. Well, it's been a while actually since I've done one of these ones, but this is a relationship talk video. And in this one, I'm going to be pretty much talking about how you can notice if someone's truly in love with you. And I mean, like, you can be in love and be blinded, because that's the thing about love, is it will be pretty much be blind to motherfuckers. Sorry to say, but it will pretty much blind people to what's in front of them, and it's going to blind them to the things to the things and actions that the person that they're in love with are doing. And I'm going to get into depth on that. But I'm a firm believer that actions speak louder than words. So someone can sit there and say that they love you over and over and over. They can sit there and tell you that shit 1,000 times a day, every day. And that does not actually mean that they actually truly do love you. Now, true love is pretty much doing things for the specific person that you care about / love. And, might not be something that you enjoy doing or even specifically want to do, but you knowing that it's going to make that person happy. Generally, bam, that's when you're in love. Is that you're willing to do things, and I'm not saying everything. There's going to probably be certain things that you're not going to want to do. And I do believe that you should actually have the right in a relationship to actually say, yeah, no, I'm not okay with doing that. Or, there's just certain things. But when it comes down to, like, if they actually truly love you, actions truly do speak it. Now, I'm a firm believer also in the fact that, if you're more unhappy, not be in that relationship. And this is what I specifically mean. If you are conveying things that your spouse is doing that is making you uncomfortable and or unhappy, and they continuously do it despite you repeatedly telling them that it does not make you happy, one, they're doing it on purpose, because how in the heck can someone who loves you and cares about you, who's supposed to put your opinion above any and all, even above their own sometimes? Because that's the thing about being in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you gotta think about what they're saying to you and how they feel and what they think first before you do you. Meaning, like, if a specific event or something like that happens in your life and or your spouse's life, and you guys need to talk. That's especially the big one too, is talking. But the thing is, if you can't sit there and actually tell your spouse, oh hey, this makes me uncomfortable, and they get mad, and that's something you got to watch for. If you can tell them and say, hey, this makes me uncomfortable, or this makes me sad, or this makes me angry that you do this, or whatever. If they get mad and go, oh, well, you're constantly nagging me, you're constantly doing this, you're constantly doing that, don't argue, don't fight, but, like, literally take a step back, think about that situation, go, like, well, why are they mad at me? I'm just telling them that what they are doing is making me upset. And, I'm not being mean about it. I'm just, and literally just inform them. Don't be like, well, what you're doing is really starting to piss me off. No. Like, literally talk to them and say, hey, honey, or baby, however you talk to your spouse. But just pretty much sit there and, literally have the conversation. Don't belittle them in any way. Don't yell at them. Don't be angry. Just literally share your feelings. Even if you are angry about it, just say, what you're doing is making me angry. And I mean, I don't want to be angry, but I have to tell you that these things that you're doing or you're saying or whatever, it doesn't, I don't like it. You have to be able to talk in a relationship for a relationship to work. And the thing is, if you're going to be afraid of telling your spouse certain things because they are going to overreact or get upset or whatever, then that's a sign that they don't love you. Now, you should not be afraid that they're going to yell at you. Now, there's going to be arguments, people are going to yell, but that's going to come down to disagreements and, misunderstanding on certain things. But when it comes down to you sharing your feelings and your emotions with your spouse, with your lover, there should be no fear. You should be openly, just be like, hey, we need to talk. And that's an obvious sign that something's wrong. Anybody who's been in a relationship should know that we need to talk is a sign of either A, breakup, or B, something's going down, meaning someone's unhappy. That's literally what that is. So, quite literally, I literally can't see how people, well, I can see, because I was blinded. I was one of those people. My brain was telling me, yeah, one thing, my heart was telling me, nah. But if you have a gut instinct and your gut's telling you something, don't just go your head or telling you. Literally, I don't want to say be like a cyber sleuth or a fucking, a detective or some shit, but quite literally find out. See what they're doing. Try to see if what they're doing or saying is a little suspect to, how they're treating you. But, that's the big one though. And what I mean by the big one is if you can't share your emotions, your feelings with your spouse without fear of them getting mad or upset at you, then there is a problem. Because both people, man and woman, should be able to tell each other that something's making them unhappy. Whether it's something that they're doing, something they're not doing, whatever be the case. There always must be communication in a relationship for it to continuously to work. Love's the big part of it, but if people are going to be sitting there saying that they love each other, y'all better understand what love actually is. It's more than just a word. It's quite literally what you do and what you sacrifice for the person that you're with that you claim to love. The more you do and more you sacrifice for that person, the more hours you put in at work, to save up so that you guys can go on that vacation that you're probably because if you're a guy and you're smart, you're gonna plan something. You're gonna low key figure out where one of her top 5 places she wants to visit. Find out which one of those are. Try to afford number 1. If you can't afford number 1, go for number 2, and then surprise the living shit out of her and be like, hey baby, look, I know it's been hard, I know this, I know that, bam, but look, hey, Bora Bora. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about being a man, okay, guys, and this is specifically for guys, this part right here. Us as men, okay, despite what anyone fucking says, we must provide, meaning you must have a fucking job. Don't sit at home and do absolutely nothing. Yes, I play video games. Yes, I fucking do YouTube. But motherfucker, I work my ass off. I go to work practically every day, 6 to 7, sometimes I'll go 8 or more days in a row before I get a day off. Okay? So, I work. But I'm single. Now, the thing is, you have to understand that we as men are providers, like I said. We are protectors. You don't have to be the biggest, baddest, buffest, fucking scariest dude ever. But stand up for your lady no matter what. Even against your friends, your family, whatever. Nobody talks ill of the woman that you are dating. And if you allow it, then you don't deserve that person. Now, if there's issues between y'all, you all keep that between you guys behind closed doors. And if you all are going to separate, then you separate. That's it. You don't bring outside sources. That will definitely fuck some shit up. And also, it's kind of like a sign that y'all don't trust each other. Look, here's what the fuck this Legion Cash is. Collect all the rewards from the Legion Cash in strongholds before caches expire. Holy fuck. Okay. I have 39 hours? I think it said. 39 days, 21. Oh, shit, okay. I thought it said 39 hours first. Never mind. But yeah, we as men are providers. We have a job. We protect our women, whether it's verbally or physically. Okay? And we are content with just one. So, like, quite literally. Don't be a little hoe and go out there and be like, hey, I'm going to do my thing. No, 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 no. And remember also, the fact of the matter is that, you are in a relationship, so it would be good to find other friends who are couples that, y'all can hang out with each other, because the whole, oh, I'm going to hang out with my boys, like, every night ain't going to happen. Once a week, that would probably fly, maybe. I do mean maybe. But you giving less time to the person that you worked your ass off to try to get and try to impress ain't gonna fly. Because we as men, true men, put their ladies on a pedestal. So pay attention to that part, ladies. A real man is gonna have a job. He's gonna protect you in some way, shape, or form, in all ways, even if he gets his own ass beat. It don't matter. A man's gonna protect his woman even if he knows he's gonna get his ass beat. Unless his woman's starting some shit on purpose. That's a whole different story. Still protect her, but then that's a whole other argument afterwards. But then we're faithful. We stay true to one woman. Matter of fact, that one woman we put up on a pedestal and we treat her like a queen in the aspects and hopes that she's going to treat us like a king. Because I ain't going to lie, us men, we are meant to be strong, tough. At the same time, we want someone to baby the fucking shit out of us. We want to come home after work and we want to get that, oh, baby, how are you? Are you hungry? I made dinner. And I don't want to sound misogynistic or anything else. It just shows us that you care, that you love us, that, we come home to, a clean house. Like, if you have not been working that day, and I do believe that, hey, two people should have a job. And I mean, if one person doesn't want to work, okay, fine, but it better not be the man. But, I'm a firm believer that both people help out with the house. You know what I mean? Both people live there. Both people better be fucking contributing. Whether it's, yard work, housework, whatever it is, both people are doing it. Because that's bullshit if someone goes, oh, that's a woman's job. No. No such thing as woman's job or man's job other than, hey, protecting each other. Like, it's a woman's job to protect her man from anybody who threatens that, whether it be other women or family members. Because that's love. Now, like I've been saying throughout this entire video, actions prove louder than words. So, if you have someone that you're dating, right, and they're doing all the positive things as possible, despite your guys' arguments, and, like, quite literally, we're human beings. We're not perfect. We are not, and I repeat, we are not going to have no perfect relationship of, oh, hey, we don't argue, we don't fight. No. If people argue and fight, if they're smart, they're going to keep that shit to themselves, because if you're sitting there going, oh, well, Jim said this about my mother, and oh my god, I was like, and saying this to, like, your sister. And then for a fact your sister is going to go and say this to your mother. And then guess what? Now the whole family hates him. And you don't, because you forgave him for whatever he said, despite it might have been a joke, something he said out of context. Might have been just him saying, I just don't like your mom. I don't know. And it could be for a whole different reason, and it might not even be like, oh, I hate your mom. It's more of like, there's certain things I don't like. You know what I mean? And bam. Now, every single time he goes over to the family's house, he now feels awkward because they're giving him the stink eye. And or they'll be like my ex's family, my son's mother's family. Every time I went over there, I'm not even shitting you. Every fucking time I went over there, they made me feel as unwelcome as fucking possible. Matter of fact, they even would say to me on several occasions while I was over there, "Oh, if you don't want to be here, if you want to leave, you can go ahead and leave. Stacy can stay." It's like, motherfuckers, you want me to leave. You want me to fold and leave so that you can sit there and say, see, he doesn't love you. He wouldn't have left if he didn't love you. Which is also true. And I did love her back then. Don't fuck now, but hey. But literally, you will endure things. You will hang out with fucking your spouse's relatives despite how you feel about them. You could go ahead and hate them to the moon and back and around like a billion times and like think them they're the hell spawn and all that other kind of shit. But you'll still be around them because they are, people that the person you care about adore or cherish or care about or whatever because they're their family. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's just certain things that, kind of come off as obvious of, oh, hey, this person loves me. Or, oh, hey, this person really cares. So little things. For knowing if a guy's really, truly in love with you, ladies, is he will literally call you beautiful at any point in time. You could sit there and have fucking bedhead. Your hair could be looking like fucking Elvira. Bam! All crazy. And you're like, no makeup, no nothing, and still have that stank ass breath in the morning, because everyone got that. Don't lie. But, he'll still think you're beautiful. If a man can sit there and think no matter what you are beautiful, he's in love with you. And, yes, there are men out there, or I should say guys, not men, but there's guys out there who will sit there and say nice things, beautiful things to you to get you, to give him what he wants. But at the same time, there's a way to get around that. Take it slow. Go old school. Go on a coffee date. Go out to dinner where you both pay fucking Dutch. Meaning, you pay for your meal, I pay for my meal. We talk, we hang out, we see how it goes. If it like literally progresses to the point where we start dating, then at that point in time, we alter on who pays. Because that's a date. I don't think the man's gonna be paying every fucking time. Fuck that. Because he got bill to pay too. But literally, it just comes down to, actions. Like, you can't sit there and just constantly listen to the words that someone says to you. And at the same time, don't sit in a relationship, okay? If you're in a relationship with someone and you're literally sitting there and going, do they really care? Do they really love me? Do they really want to be with me? If you're asking yourself those questions in your relationship, then something's going on. And subconsciously, your brain is trying to tell your heart, saying, hey, something's going on. You need to stop feeling this way, or at least kind of like dull it down, or at least allow us to step back so that you can start looking at this and go, hey, wait, this is suspect. You know what I mean? Like, when you, like, a relationship should not stop being hot and heavy ever. Okay? Like, two people should never lose interest in each other, ever. Now, I do have the understanding of, after two people have been around each other long enough, they learn almost absolutely everything about each other and will totally learn absolutely everything about each other. But that shouldn't stop the whole, oh, you know what, we're still gonna be spontaneous, we're still gonna do things. If you're still going out on date night and you're not different things and you're both planning out stuff, because ladies, we like it when a lady actually has a surprise for us too. Not just, oh, hey, it's his birthday, I'm gonna give him head, or I'm gonna give him sex or some shit. We love sex, and at the same time, that's a regular. So, like, if your whole standpoint, ladies, is, oh, I'm gonna give him some, that's not going to be good enough. And I mean, I don't want to say not going to be good enough, but more of like kind of obvious that you're plain as fuck and you don't care. And dudes, pay attention to this. Okay? A woman who's in a dead relationship, who's pretty much on the fence of what she wants to do, whether she's going to leave you and, go single or stick it with you, kind of do like the semi-single thing and, find somebody, and if she finds somebody interesting, kind of like see how that goes, which, I don't want to say turns into cheating, but it usually does, and both men and women do that. But pretty much when it comes down to, if she does not surprise you on special occasions like anniversaries, birthdays, and stuff with and I mean with something, like something surprising, like you guys go out somewhere and do something. And I'm not talking about just dinner, but I mean like, if she really knows you, like truly knows you, and knows what you like, then there'll be something that she'll plan to do in and around your birthday or that special occasion for you, specifically for you. And I mean, yeah, the sex thing is really good, but still, when that happens, when they either surprise you with, going out to one of your favorite restaurants, and like guys, we have some of our favorite restaurants. It won't be like what a woman's favorite restaurant is, for the most part. But I mean, if a woman is actually willing to do that, and or do something special by getting him something that he really cherishes, like I'm a video game guy, and I smoke pot, and I mean I have a lot of interests. I mean I'm fucking out there. I like a lot of different shit. So I mean, if a woman were to be dating me and were to surprise me with like going somewhere special or going to meet someone special that I like, I've been like a fan of or something like that for a long time, anything like that, it's like an obvious like, wow, this person cares. You know what I mean? Because they went out of their way to learn what I like and to try their butt off to actually provide that. That in and of itself, right there, is proof that someone loves you. When that right there happens, and now see, this is how, like, after a while, I stepped back. I was like, wait, hang on. Because I was doing all that stuff for my ex. I was constantly doing everything that she ever liked and did and everything else. But she never once, ever, on any special occasion, ever tried to do anything like that for me. Whether it be going out somewhere special, getting me something special, doing something for me special. It always came down to, oh well, I just don't know what you like, or I just don't like. If you hear that, that's a pretty much like, holy crap. That's a like, oh wow, you don't love me at all. Like, damn. Like, you should know at least something. So don't let your heart get in the way of what your brain's telling you. But at the same time, don't let, if you're a paranoid person, if you're one of those like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god people, and you're constantly stressing and you're constantly like, going like, hey, I bet they're cheating, I bet they're cheating. Don't do that. No, 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 no. Because then you're going to either drive them to cheat or you're going to drive yourself insane and you're going to be the cause that, splits y'all apart. Okay? Which is which is why earlier on in the video I was saying, make sure, like, I don't want to say be an investigator or anything, but, make sure, whether it be ask their relatives what's been going on, ask their friends what's been going on, and in all honesty, there will be some people, there will be some of those friends that will actually be honest and be like, yeah, they did this or anything else. Because I actually had a friend, I'm not gonna say her name or anything else, but her boyfriend almost had a boo-boo, and I'm glad that he didn't. But this is where, like, I kind of say actions speak louder than words. And if you're in love with someone, You don't have to worry about who they're hanging out with, what they're doing, where they're going, or anything else. All for the fact of the matter is if they're in love with you, they ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna be 100% faithful, honest, and straightforward with you no matter what. And if they're going anywhere, they're gonna inform you on where they're going. They're gonna like, oh hey babe, I'm going over here. I'll probably be over here for a couple hours or whatever else. I hope you have a good day. You know what I mean? Something like that. Now, if they're not doing that, it's kind of suspect. But like I said, don't be the paranoid person. Don't drive that wedge, because sometimes that will be what causes it. So, always, pay attention to the actions, not the words, but the actions. Trust and believe me, that's the way you want to go when it comes to, what's going on in the relationship. And in all honesty, if you suspect that they're cheating, okay, they should have no problem handing over their phone, you looking through their phone, seeing if they're deleting text messages or Facebook messages, or, having the private messages through Facebook now, which I don't understand. I mean, like, that's like obviously like hey, yeah, fucking Facebook. But ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to the actions that your spouse is doing, and if something's suspect, bring it up. And first, before you bring it up with them, ask people around, but don't sit there and go, oh well, I think they're cheating. Don't do that. No, no, no. Don't say anything about it. Just like, oh, I'm just curious. Like, I have a bad feeling. Just don't be like, oh well, this. Because if it doesn't turn out to be that, well then you just made your boyfriend or girlfriend look bad to the people that know you and know them, and y'all both are gonna look retarded. Because you'll both be pointing at each other's fingers, or one be pointing fingers and the other one eventually just shuts up. No, 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 no. You're going to look stupid. Don't be that person. So, literally, just, pay attention to what's going on. If, they're doing something suspect, be that investigator in some way, shape, or form, but literally keep all that stuff to yourself and, between each other. And, don't be afraid to ask. Quite honestly, like, if it comes down to it and, like, you find something, straight up ask. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, if you're not going to be about this relationship, let me know so that I can actually find someone who's going to be about me 100% and about us. Or boyfriend and boyfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, whatever. I had to add all that in nowadays. But whether it be two people, like, the whole goal is marriage. And at the end of that, a family, if you can. And building a life together. So you have to be able to live together, and that's the whole point, communication, because you're both supposed to be best friends, you're both supposed to be partners, and you're supposed to be freaking doing everything together, 100%. No, I'm going to put in 50, this person's going to be putting in their 50, oh, I have to put in 80, this person's putting, no, 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 no. In a relationship, and I mean in a relationship, despite what's going on in that relationship, both people should be putting in 100%. Man, 100% into that relationship, whether it be attention, affection, love, money, especially money. Like, sadly, money makes the world go round. Because you need food, rent, bills, all that stuff. Especially having fun. All that stuff, man must provide. Same thing with the woman. All that stuff is all 100% equal. Not no, oh, well, my mother just died, so now I'm being a selfish asshole. No. No, 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 no. Yes, should your spouse, console you a little bit more than normal, be there for you? Yes. But you should not, pull back your affection for them or your attention for them or anything that's towards them, because now you're making them feel like they're not important. Just because, and I mean, I don't want to belittle, any death or anything like that in the family, but seriously, when you belittle your spouse's fucking emotions, you are literally killing that relationship. Whether it be fast or slow, depends on the person. But you're literally going to be killing that relationship. So, don't be that. And understand that both people must be putting in 100% into it at all times. Not just a little bit at a time, at all times. And I would say that's pretty much it for this video. Like, holy shit. Turned out to be like 31 minutes long. Damn! That's a lot longer than I suspected. I can tell you that much. But I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I hope it helps a lot of people out there, because I've been giving a lot of advice to a lot of my friends who are going through plans of divorce. They're not too sure. Other friends in just, I don't want to say just normal relationships, but, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing. But still, that's just as important. Because when you lose somebody that you love, or when you're in love with someone and you're not sure if they feel the same way back, it sucks. But it's better to not be in a relationship when you love them and they don't love you. In all honesty, it's not. So, I hope it helps all of you guys out. I hope it helps a lot more people out. I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for my next one. Later, guys.